You know, if you're having sex, you're supposed to marry her. You can't just have sex and not marry her. That's unbiblical. That's not our custom. You understand? Because a lot of men, they would just sleep with the woman until he say, you know what, I had enough. I don't need her no more. And then when it's time for her, she say, you know what, I want to settle down and give it another man. It's going to be hard because you destroyed her spirit. Right? You got children? Daughter? Do you want some man to just come sleep with your daughter? Hell no. So you're supposed to be setting an example. You weren't supposed to do it. That's why the Lord got to judge the earth. A lot of these Christians think they're going to get the kingdom of heaven. They're going to die in America. So you're not just slutting this sister out. That's what you're saying? Because that's what most black men do.
What I would say is, I'm not with my child's mother.
So the woman you with now,
are engaged, no.
You engaged to her? But if you know if you're having sex, you're supposed to marry her. You can't just have sex and not marry her. That's unbiblical. That's not our custom. You understand? Because a lot of men, they would just sleep with the woman until he say, you know what, I had enough. I don't need her no more. So you could just easily pick up and leave with no accountability, right? And then when it's time for her, she say, you know what, I want to settle down and give it another man. It's going to be hard because you destroyed her spirit, right? Exodus 22:16.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You see that? You're supposed to surely endow her to be your wife, right? Because did you go to her father before you start having sex with her? So in the Bible, who you supposed to go to first? Was you supposed to be sleeping with a woman without going to her father? Read the next verse.
Verse 17. If her father utterly refused.
Why would the father refuse you from marrying his daughter? Because you did what? Why would he refuse you? Because you disrespected him. How? Because you're supposed to go to who first? The man first. But that's not common in black society. That's what we're showing you. And when you marry her, read.
And if her father utterly refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Because she was supposed to be what when you marry her? She's supposed to be a what? She's supposed to be a, but is that common? So the woman you met, huh? Oh, so what does that say about the woman you married? She's supposed to be a virgin. So a lot of times when sister's not a virgin, what tends to be the problem in a relationship? That's it, right? By this time, she's been used and abused at this point, right? When you read Sirach 23, what you have? No, read verse 11. Come on.
Sirach chapter 42, verse 11. Keep a sure watch.
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth, and the care of her taketh away sleep.
That's why you're supposed to go to that father, because he's trying to nurture and protect his daughter. So when you go behind it, that's disrespectful. The father said, I don't want to deal with him. Now you don't have a good relationship with the father. Guess what? That tends to happen in the marriages, right? And a lot of times that leads to divorce because the parents don't like the husband, right? Read.
The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and care for her the care for her taketh away sleep.
And his car take away sleep from him because he worried about his daughter. You got to understand it. You got children? Daughter? Do you want some man to just come sleep with your daughter? Hell no. So you're supposed to be setting an example. You weren't supposed to do it. That's why the Lord got to judge the earth. A lot of these Christians think they're going to get the kingdom of heaven. They're going to die in America. Read.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
Come on.
And being married.
And being married to you, what?
Lest she should be hated.
Why'd you gonna hate her? What comes up in marriage that allowed a man to hate his wife?
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 20. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of her virginity be not found for the damsel.
Watch this. Now, the tokens of our virginity is talking about, you know, when she married, you pop the cherry, and then it be on the blanket to prove that she was a virgin. That's how they used to prove girls were virgins back then. She'd have her cherry on right.
Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house.
Come on.
And the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die.
Wow.
Because she hath wrought folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house.
See that? She tends to be a whore, right? But then you gonna marry her, how you end up finding out she's a whore? What's the signs that she's a whore? Did it say I find your daughter not a virgin? Where you was at? In verse what? What verse were you just reading it? Now watch this. He said, I found thy daughter not a virgin. Right? You was at 20, right? Read verse right here. What's that? 15.
Verse 15. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate.
Come on.
And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her.
And he what?
Hated her.
You remember we was reading earlier in Sirach that said lesbian Mary, she is hated, meaning hated by her husband. Read.
And lo, he had given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
Meaning the husband would hate her because she wasn't a virgin when he got her. Right? Go back to 21, what you read. Verse 21?
Verse 21. Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house.
Come on.
And the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she died.
Why?
Because she had wrought folly in Israel.
Read.
To play the whore in her father's house.
She was a whore. What tends to happen with whores in a young age? 23 and 27, Proverbs. What tends to happen in the marriages? These are the issues we're dealing with, right? In our marriages. And they say black marriages don't last long in black communities. But this is why. When you go marry her, she's not a virgin. So what tends to happen? Read.
Proverbs 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch.
What?
A deep ditch.
What is that saying about her? A whore is what? A deep what? Ditch. What is it talking about? It's deep down there. Meaning you can't satisfy her. That's why I'm saying this. She played the whore, now you gonna have sex with her, now you make a left turn and a right turn. There's all kind of turns in there. Because read it again.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
You say, no, somebody else been with her. She ain't no virgin. She told me she was a virgin. You gonna have sex with her. It's a crook. It's a left turn. You ain't got no crook. You like, hell no. Somebody else been having sex with her. That's what the Bible says. Read.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Because you said it's strange. A virgin shouldn't, it shouldn't be this way with her. So the Bible says now that can bring occasion for a man to do what? Hate her. Because now it's loose. It's worn out. It's dragging the flow. You can't be satisfied, neither can she be satisfied. Why? Because she waited to, and a lot of times what these women do is, they'll wait till they get in their 30s, and their older age and say, I want to do what? I want to settle what? With you. But now you can't please her. You come to the marriage with what you working with, but she been with all these other men, right? Now it's hard to satisfy her. And now you like, babe, what's wrong? But she don't know what's wrong with her. Not only do it mess with her physically, it mess with her what? Mentally.
Hey, you ain't did that shit? You ain't playing games. Hold on. Look at this guy. What you doing, man? You subscribed yet? Subscribe right now. Do it.
Because how many men do a woman supposed to have in a lifetime? Just one. So if she have more than one man, the Bible calls her what? A whore. That's what tends to happen. And now you gonna marry the whore, you can't satisfy her. Now it's arguing, fussing and fighting. But the main thing is because what? Give me 1 Corinthians 7 and 5. I'm gonna show you. And we're gonna close down. 1 Corinthians 7 and 5. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time.
Let's do benevolence.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
That's talking about sex and marriage. Render, give it to him. Read.
Likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife have not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife.
Meaning with sex. But now you're going to have sex. Problems come in because she's a whore and you working with what you working with. Then she got the flapjack all on the floor. It's hanging to the floor now. You not satisfied. Now y'all don't want to have sex no more. Due benevolence is gone. Right? It was all lust. You just got it because what it looked like on the outside. Then you find out it was lust. Y'all can't satisfy no more. Right? Then what happened to the marriage? It starts to fall apart. That's why it's good for women to be virgins when you read in the Bible, right? Was that it on that? Can you read?
Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time.
Come on.
That they may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
Only time y'all not supposed to deal with sex is when it's fasting and praying. Read.
And come together again.
Sex.
That Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
Incontinency means a lack of sexual control. So, but if she been with 15 different men, her sexual control is low. She desensitized to what you got, right? And if it's wide and on the floor, you ain't gonna deal with it. Or you might have sexual issues because you've been with multiple women. Now you desensitized to it. So this is things that need to be taught in the church. And this is why our marriages fall apart, because we lack the laws of God. But can this be fixed? Yes, it can be, but only with what? The word of God. If your marriage is not based off this, your marriage is not going to work. Your marriage is not going to last long. It says Satan will destroy your marriage. But first, you got to get married. Timothy 5, last scripture. Timothy 5. Because I said the woman supposed to have one husband, right? 1 Timothy 5, where you at? I want verse, where you at? Having been a husband of one wife, right? No, stay right here. Read verse 8.
1 Timothy chapter.
It say widows indeed. Watch this. Verse 9.
Verse 9. Let not a widow be taken to the number of 80 years old.
Under 60. Read.
Having been the wife of one man.
What?
Having been the wife of one man.
So, proof right there. According to the Bible, a woman's supposed to be the wife of one man.
Sons of God! We gonna take this city. We gonna take the kingdom. We gonna rule them hard. This is war! This is war! This is war! I'm here for the win, well, to get it again. The Lord call it taking the kingdom. Want what's mine? Taking my time, turning and taking your freedom. Risen from the ashes, after the lashes, call it a beautiful tragedy. We've been on the brink of insanity. It's the end of your days, our calamity. Adding in, grab a friend for the finale. Curtain call on a heathen. We want forever and a day. Why would the pastor lie and say it's your season? Drop a bomb on them, Hiroshima. Drop a bomb on them cause they need it. Scrub it down, planet need a cleaning. Vagabond gone like I'm dreaming.